cell grows. All of this is a part of the cell cycle. And then the cell cycle breaks down and says we go through mitosis. Mitosis is a part of the cell cycle. Interphase is the growth period. Now, within Big Blue, what does it say about interphase? What does it say about the chromosomes in interphase? You need to know this. It says chromosomes, or the DNA does what? Replicates. Does not say that. You say that in Big Blue. Don't say it yet. Look at it. Look at interphase. You don't have Big Blue. Go and get a Big Blue. I just get out more Big Blues now. I can't believe it. There are no more Big Blues. Well, you gotta smack the taste out your mouth. Woo. You can even use this if you find the right page. Now, when we look at interphase, remember interphase is not a phase of mitosis, it's a part of the cell cycle. What does it state about interphase in Big Blue?
It's a copy.
Bang. No, it's the material is copied, right?
Yes.
The copy is to do what? Duplicate. Exactly. Now, the material is copied because in mitosis, it told you that we're going to go from how many cells? One cell to how many? Two. So the material is copied. Now you have two sets of materials in one cell, and you are in interphase. All right? Now, the cell cycle starts with interphase, but mitosis starts with what? Prophase. So in interphase, as Darius said, the material is copied or duplicated. All right? Let's see anything else.
The chromosomes cannot listen yet because they're still
They're too small.
yes.
Okay? Anything else? Now, so the cell is preparing to grow from 1 to 2. The genetic material is copied. So you got two sets of genetic material in one cell. Got it? Now, let's go to mitosis. In prophase, it states, what happened? I don't know, it's the spindle fibers form, right? Spindle fibers form, right? All right. What else does it state?
Is that replicates?
What does it state?
Is that
The
replicates?
genetic, I'm just saying, genetic material becomes visible, or genetic material becomes visible. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
What else?
The nuclear envelope and
The nuclear envelope begins to disappear. There you go. The nuclear envelope. Help me out. E-N-E-V what? V-E-L. The envelope disappears. Now, what's another term for disappear?
Vanish.
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate. Break down. Okay? Now, you learn that, you're home free. They become visible. Sometimes they would say they become thick and darkened. But remember, Eric just stated, in interphase, they're too small to be seen. As the process moves from interphase to prophase, they become thick. They become visible. All right? In metaphase, chromosomes line up where? Chromosomes line up at the EQA equator, EQA, the equatorial plate. Now what does that mean? They line up where? Where's the equator, guys?
In the
middle. Right, no, middle. They line up at the equatorial plate, and your book doesn't tell you, but they exchange what? GNE, genetic material. Now,
What? I said, what's that word? The first word?
Metaphase.
The first one.
chromosomes line up
It look like an R.
at the equatorial plate. It means the middle of the cell. The genetic material is exchanged. All right? Then in anaphase, what did it state?
The interface, centromeres.
Okay, all that, listen. Genetic material with the centromeres move to what? Opposite end of the what?
Pole.
Opposite end of the cell. Opposite poles. Opposite end of the cell. All right? Then, in the last phase, what happens?
The cell split.
It's as cell split, you have two what? You have two daughter cells. And those two daughter cells are identical to the original cell. Now, what occurred? Then these two daughter cells occur. Now, then this occurs.
Cytokinesis.
Cytokinesis, that means the cells do what? The cells
Divide.
divide or what?
Separate.
They split or separate. Now, these two cells are identical to the original cell. And these two cells will go back to that process all over again. Now, here we go. Let's see what we draw it. I'm going to put I right here. I stands for what? Interphase, right? And interphase into the growth period. So, let me go here, guys. This is the original cell, right? It states, how many X's do you see in the original cell?
1.
It says in interphase, what did it state? The material does what? The material does what? It duplicates, right? So instead of having 1, you have how many?
2.
You have 2. The genetic material has duplicated itself. We are in the cell cycle. But now we are not in what?
Interface.
We are not in mitosis. All of this is the cell cycle. Now from interphase we move to what? Mitosis. So now we're going to look at prophase. What does it say about prophase? It stated that the nucleolus, the nuclear envelope, all that stuff begins to do what? Well, it becomes visible. The nuclear envelope breaks down. All right? The spindle fibers form, so these are the fibers, they form.
And they move to the opposite end of the cell.
We see the nuclear envelope is doing what? Let me do this right here. Okay. The nuclear envelope disappears. Thank you. The the spindle fibers, say these are spindle fibers, they form, right? And what else? The genetic material becomes visible. Alright? Then we move to metaphase. The same cell, it tells us that the genetic material lines up where? Where's the genetic material in metaphase?
In the middle.
That is right there. They line up right in the middle.
Yeah.
Alright? Now, in anaphase, you're going to start seeing this right here. Also, you see that here, we didn't put it down. The genetic material moved to opposite ends of the cell, but before that, the fibers must what? The fibers break. Alright? Now, these things are attached together, right? Now, you see the cell begins to indent, right? Then we're going from one cell to how many cells?
2.
All right, you see this cell begin to indent. So you know it's going to indent. The genetic material moved to opposite ends of the pole. All right? Then we see a further process, and they simply get a little deeper. And then we see this. Now, at this point, the cell has continued to indent. Now, what does it state about telophase? The nuclear envelope does what? There it is right there. The nuclear envelope, the nucleoles, and all that stuff begin to reappear.
So,
That is.
So it disappears to...
It disappears in prophase. It reappears in
Tell
telophase. Now, two Dory cells, and what do we state right here? Can I put GENE, genetic material does what? What? Okay, reformed or reappeared. As Stulian said, it reappears here and it disappears where? Right there. Now, we look at that, and we still, those cells, these two cells are still what? They're still connected, right?
Yes, but they're separated.
And then what happens? When they separate, this is called what?
Cytokinesis.
That is called cytokinesis. And now, I just ripped the X right there. You see these two cells? How many X's do this cell have?
That one has one.
How many does it have?
One.
How many does the original cell have?
One.
Right. Now, these two cells will go back through this cycle all over again. So, let's see if we can pull up on the computer so you can see it. Now, the key to this is we all can, and it's actually in books, but I want to show you a picture of mitosis and how it works. Everybody in here, and we're going to do this time and time again. We'll do it again tomorrow anyway.
Watch your attitude.
We're going to show you a video of how it works.
Oh no.
And of course, after we do this a couple of times, you're going to do me some flip books on each phase of mitosis. So we'll keep learning. Flip books. You know what flip books are?
It's in a book.
You know books? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We want each phase and what is the purpose. Now, man, I went up, congratulations. How do I get out of this garbage right there? 8 items remaining.
Back out.
Go to Google. Well, just go to Google.
Now, as we look at mitosis, this is a 6-minute video. And remember, guys, don't try to remember everything that I'm going to do 6 minutes that they say in that book.